Hello everybody. Welcome to Love and Hips TV.
Hi, we have a little switch up here, right?
That's
Kim?
right. It's
We
your
have a
girl
little
KP,
switcheroo.
and we got Anna A in the building today.
That's right, and we're missing our little toy.
Yeah,
but she's having a good old time in her.
No, say the
town.
right word. She says she's 10 toes down.
Oh, I'm sorry,
She's
whole toes
10
down.
toes down.
Yes,
in
that's
Kentucky.
Right.
So I mean, she's living her best life while we over here holding it down for her. Okay, I'm just playing. We hope you're enjoying yourself, Toy. As she always does. You know how Toy is.
She's good by herself.
She likes to run the streets. So let's welcome back. We've been gone. It feels like a while. Well, but it's just been on 2 weeks now?
Well, I was on the last show. So
yeah.
It feels like
that's why I said,
because
it's been a long time since me and you've been here.
Exactly.
Yes. The dynamic too, honey.
Exactly.
So what's been going on? Because you haven't been on the show for a while. So kind of update everybody on what's going on with you.
Well, remember I told you guys last time that I was switching my gears as far as like careers and everything. And I've been trying to do more of the insurance part now that I'm, into insurance. But I did get to visit my girl Gray this week, so that was good. I work with special needs just for people that don't know that. But I've just been kind of slowly going into the field, and it's been a really good thing for me because I can go into insurance and it's a lot more time. I have a lot more time to myself. So my schedule is flexible. It's just, so I get up, I can get dressed, I can take care of my son and just decompress my mind and have some alone time, which is really needed because I have a 5-year-old, so that alone time is crucial to me.
Right.
So that just, that's what I've been doing. Just kind of taking it easy, going in slowly.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. So, what about you?
Well, that's always a good thing. Well, you know me. As she calls me and she said, you got too many jobs. You got too many hats.
Yes.
So, I've been doing a couple of things. I'm not going to show any clips of what I've been doing these last 2 weeks, but, we celebrated Juneteenth. So, I kicked it with Miss Shanika and her hubby, Streets 94.5, hung out with them, me and my son. We did a couple of things. We just hung out. I lost my father back in 2010, 11, somewhere to cancer. So I went to go see him. So we got a couple of pictures of that. So I've been trying to just stay focused. Of course, I'm still in school. I'm still on the Dean's list, 3.8 GPA.
Yeah, it's good.
So I'm still just holding that down. As you know, I'm still working with, Def Jam, and I'm still networking with Route Runner Management. I'm actually looking into branding with a couple of restaurants. Shout out to Blue Whiskey Lounge off of Stockbridge, the owner G. He's so talented and amazing. I've been also talking to super music producer Big Von. Just working on different things. So when I just tell you, my life has been come full circle. Like I say to you all the time. Yeah. Once you hit that 40 mark, it's like a switch that just goes off, and I'm in overdrive. So it's like it's no longer about I gotta do this or I gotta do that. It's what you love to do. So when you love doing something, it doesn't bother you. I can stay up to 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm on the phone. I'm networking. I'm meeting new artists. I'm trying to connect with Big Bank on they got a thing called the Shit Show here in Atlanta. And it's like the Showtime it's like Showtime at Apollo here in Atlanta. Okay. And so what they do is have a couple of artists, and if you like the artists, like we give them the little claps or whatever. But if you don't like them, you throw shit emojis at them. Oh my God. And like everybody just throw like emojis on them, like Showtime at the Apollo. I don't know if you know about Showtime.
I don't.
I know Marvin does, but so it's been amazing to me, full circle, being a mom, being like I said, I'm a manager at Wellstar Hospital also. So I just been living my best life, I'm on this health journey. So I've been trying to, make sure your mental is aware. It's so much stuff going on in this world, so much negative. We're going to definitely talk about the Roe versus Wade situation. Yes. We have a lot to talk about, so I want everybody to make sure y'all stay tuned. We have special guest comedian Marvin Dixon here in the building, so he's gonna, Lord knows what he's gonna say, but we're gonna ask him anyway.
It's gonna be a good show.
So it's gonna be a good show. So y'all just make sure y'all tune in. We got y'all gonna love the amazing relationship topic. So we just got a lot to talk about.
That's right. So if you guys still want to comment in the group, and,
yes,
share some of your answers. We'll be reading those off during the show.
Yes.
And our hot topic, I'll just go ahead and say it now. So if anybody else wants to add to what we already have.
Okay.
The hot topic is, does it make a person gay or have gay tendencies if they watch shows with same-sex activity on TV? For example, a man watching P-Valley.
Now, we want y'all to really sit back and think about that. And even our special guest, Mr. Dixon, I want you to think about that because we're definitely going to ask you. So we haven't introduced him yet, so y'all just stay tuned. Yes. But this is going to be amazing. And I know we got a list of comments from everybody on the Love and Hips group page. Everybody had their input to say. So y'all just make sure y'all stay tuned and just keep up with your girl. We got KP and we got Anna in the building. And we're going to go ahead and introduce to y'all our special guest, Mr. Marvin Dixon. And we got an intro video on him, so y'all check it out.
It's kind of hard to talk when you're getting makeup on. I think you like this. You like to see the softer side of me. I told you I'm a thug, man. No, I ain't no thug. When you're a thug, ain't nothing be wrong with you. I wear glasses. Craziest thing happened to me when I got home invaded. Yeah. Somebody home invaded me and told me if they don't give the money soon, they gonna, he told me if y'all ass don't have no money soon, you're gonna be on 11 o'clock news, and it was 10:30.
So what do you do?
I gave him the damn money. I'm here, ain't I? Shit. I'm here. I gave him the money.
I thought thugs don't give up money.
Oh, thugs give up money. When you got guns, you get anything in this world you want. And if you don't give it to them, they can take your life. It ain't even worth it. I can make more money. I can't make another life. Don't relax my hand, man. That don't look like that.
Oh, wow. Every time I look at that video, yes, I love it. I crack up. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce to you Mr. Marvin Dixon. Hey, Marvin.
What's up, lovely queens? How y'all doing?
We're great. How are you, King?
Good. Y'all heard y'all intro of all the stuff y'all doing. Y'all make me feel like I ain't doing nothing.
No. You doing a lot.
Dean's list.
Hey.
Bacon connections.
Hey.
Doing stuff. All I gotta do is tell jokes and pay notes.
Hey.
So y'all got me.
Well, you got it good then. All you gotta do is make people laugh.
I'm trying to make you.
You know how that thing. A lot of people laugh. You don't know.
You know what? Yeah.
You gotta concentrate.
You do. Cause sometimes you got a hard crowd and they just be like, you're not funny.
Nah, you know what? I can thank God I've never been booed.
Really?
I've never been booed.
Oh, really?
Not even when you first started.
Not even my first time ever stepping on stage until my last show I done last week. Never been booed.
Well, you know what? Let's get into how you got into comedy first. Let's get there because we're like already at the end of the questions. How did you get started with comedy?
Comedy with me was not planned. Was pre-planned. I had a friend in the family named Vervin. Shout out to Vervin Grig.
Mm-hmm.
Vervin said, "Man, you don't realize I'm from New York because my family owns a restaurant. Been open now. It's a landmark in South Florida called Sonny's. It's been open almost 60 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I was working in there when I was younger. He's always coming in, and I have all the old men laughing, just joking with him. It was like he's a young dude, but he got more so an old soul. Mm-hmm. So I'm sitting there, got him laughing, and I used to do this little thing with my body where I flex my chest up. And them guys would laugh, and Vervin said, "Man, you need to do stand-up." And I didn't know nothing about what stand-up was. Okay. I knew Richard Pryor, Red Foxes, but I didn't know stand-up.
Right.
And I went to my first comedy show. He took me to the show, and I watched the comedians and said, "I'm funnier than him." Literally, when I said that, the next week, they brought me. So let's go again. It took about 2 or 3 weeks, and I finally went. And they signed me up in an amateur night, open mic night, but I didn't know. Mm-hmm. And I'm sitting up there. As I'm sitting there, they're saying, this last comic, because they brought 3 open micers up. Okay. This last comedian, this is his first time on stage. Give it up for Marvin Dixon. I looked around and say, they got the same name as me. And they grabbed my arms, Vervin and a guy named John. Both of them threw me up on stage. And literally, I had no time to think, and I went off my head for 3 minutes and just was rambling about something. and the crowd was dying laughing.
Really?
Okay.
And then Vermin said, had I told you that you were going up and prepared, you wouldn't have been ready. You good off your head. Because when guys say something about you, you can instinctively go off on them.
Exactly.
And so then I went again, kept getting better, and then I stopped. And the owner of the spot was trying to find me, but didn't know who I was. And fast forward later, I got the bug again for comedy and started going to open mic nights, and they wouldn't let me go up. So I ended up going to a nightclub, and a man who's my mentor to this day named James T. Didn't even know him.
Okay.
I knew he was James T from the radio in Miami, and I said, man, I go to this comedy night, they won't let me go up. Every time I sign my name, he says, make it happen around them. And I didn't understand what that meant. He said, go to a club and start your own night. And I did. I went to a nightclub in Miami. I asked the owner, what nights aren't you open? He said, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And those are the nights I started my comedy night, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And my first show, I thought I messed up because I only had 7 people. And later I built from 7 to within 6 months, 1,500 to 2,000 every week. And kept doing it.
And I know you said you was in radio and all that even before you got into comedy. So is that how you?
No. Comedy got me into radio.
Comedy, okay.
Because which is James T, who's on the radio.
Okay.
Mr. Jerry Russian, who was the general manager, say, who is that dude doing all that comedy? Got about 2,000 people out there every week. We need to talk to him about getting on radio. And when they came to me, they said, we would like to add you to be an addition on the morning show. And I said, what time the morning show start? They say 6 a.m.
I know you're lying.
Golly,
6 a.m. I said, no, I'm good. I turned it down because I was coming home 4 or 5 in the morning every night.
Right.
I was young. I'm partying. I'm making money. And then he said, okay, what nights you do your show? I said, Tuesday. That was my biggest night. I did Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I said, Tuesday. And I did a ladies' night at the club on Thursday. He said, well, those mornings you do radio. And that's what I did. And then I got on every day. And then I got the bug for radio and fell in love with it.
Okay.
I've been doing it and did it for some years.
Okay.
And loved it.
So would you say that you like radio more or comedy more, or is it the same for you?
They intertwine with each
They
other.
both, yeah.
Because as I'm the comic relief on radio.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whereas doing stand-up, I am the main feature, making people laugh. And I love doing it because people always say, what makes you love it so much? Because at that brief moment, I made people that I didn't know, never met, make them forget about their woes and their worries for that brief time I was on stage, whether it's 30, 45 minutes or an hour. I made them forget about the pain they were going through, the financial situation they were going through, a family situation. So at that brief moment, I brought humor to them.
So let me say, you was born in Evanston, Illinois, and then you went to St. Louis, and then you went to Miami. Like, how did all those transition? How did you end up in Miami? Now you're here in Atlanta. Like, what happened?
I never told nobody this.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay.
How I ended up, I was born, which I was the oldest, my mom.
Okay.
I was born in Evanston, Illinois, which is outside Chicago.
Okay.
My sister under me was born in Los Angeles. And my youngest sister was born in East St. Louis.
Okay.
And the way they went was, my dad, and I didn't find this out until really a year or so ago, 2 years ago, my dad used to be in a gang when he was young.
Oh, wow.
And he was a leader of a local gang called the 19th Street Pirates or something in East St. Louis. And my mom was young, teen, and that was his girl. And so he would go out of town really like on gang stuff. He up there dealing with one clique of, because they was like, gangs are so much like subsidiary of another unit. Yeah. So they would go up there for that. My mom had me, which was in Chicago. He was dealing with them. Bam.
Okay.
I think it was I can't remember what gang it was in Chicago they was affiliated with. Then he was out in L.A. with some stuff, and bam, my sister was born. And then my younger sister, he was back home, East St. Louis, she was born. So that's how we was bam, 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 around like that.
So you got gangster in your blood, huh?
No, I wear glasses. I ain't no thug.
Now let me tell you, that's a story. Cause when he went, like I said, when he met me, when me and Anna and I met him, his whole appearance was like raw, like I'm the king of the jungle. Like
yeah, he was putting his
he
on,
had his little hat. He was ready. I was like, yeah, see, I like that presence right there. So speaking of that, being with comedians, I know you've had to have some kind of run-in with some of the male comedians. Like, have you always got along with everybody, or is it one you just wanted to just choke?
Rough it up.
That's very easy. I have a phrase that I say, I'm cool with everybody,
Okay.
but I don't F with nobody.
That's right.
I'm
Right.
cool with everybody.
Yes.
And the reason why, because I'm I call us the triangle, and they don't even know this. Me, a friend of mine named Damon Williams, who's a comic out of Chicago, and a guy, another comic brother of ours named Ray Gordon in Philly. Between us three, we give so many comics worth. Remember, we give them multitudes of streams of income. I'm the only person of color in the Southeast that has a residency at a casino.
Oh.
I have a casino showroom that I book monthly or every other month, and been doing it now for 5 years.
Oh, that's blessed.
And I book comics in casino showrooms, whereas no other showroom ain't booking no comics. Because of me, I'm getting them that notoriety in the market. Casino showroom hold like 1,000 people, and I'm selling it out at 95% sellout rate since I've been doing it. Then I have a spot in Dallas that I book called the Black Academy of Arts and Letters. They do comedy on a yearly basis. I book that up for the year for them. And I do a spot in Tallahassee that I do once a month. And I book comics on that once a month. Ray has stuff going on in Philly where he books comics in Philly, a comedy club, along as a room, and a spot in Savannah.
Okay.
Damon does a spot in Chicago Comedy Club. Also, he has 2 spots in Canada. So we give comics
got
so
the
many
game
more
locked.
brothers and sisters who don't or can't get in regular comedy clubs or venues of that nature. We're doing it, and we're giving so many brothers streams of income. And I be messing with magazine people and all that. So why y'all never wrote an article on us about what we get so many brothers and sisters a chance
Right.
that the improvs, the funny bones, the comedy zones aren't booking them at all. They have to do rooms, surviving on rooms, and we're booking them in well established establishments and giving them the notoriety and of that professionalism and how we treat them the way they're supposed to be treated.
Right.
Put them in nice hotels. We ain't talking about you stand at a Super 8, you got to share a room with somebody you don't know.
Yeah.
We take care of them.
Okay.
And a lot of people don't like us because we won't book them. But we don't never say we won't book you. We just say you're not ready.
Right. And how do you determine if they're ready or not?
You watch them, or you could ask.
They're
'Cause
present.
brothers and sisters will call me because I have a rule that I do in comedy, and I started this, and comics respect this. I say, I don't book nobody because of hearsay.
Okay.
Now, if you vouch for somebody, I'm going to book this person. But if they bomb or get booed, I'm not booking them nor you again.
Ever.
So let me see if you're going to vouch for them now. Then they'll be like, you know what, let me second guess this. Marvin give me too much work, and I can't mess this up.
So you don't look at like a tape, like you don't like. I know it's 1,000 people that be in your inbox saying, "Hey, I want to get in comedy. How can I get in? Here's my tape."
First, I ask them one thing.
Okay.
How long you been doing comedy? Where at?
Okay.
Then I say this. What club has booked you as a headliner? And they'll say something. I've had this. I headlined the Comedy Zone Tuesday night. Might be an open night, mic night. And I say, you didn't headline. You just went last. And that's a different headline. I mean, they featured you. Your name was up in lights.
Yes, right.
They told everybody.
You on the flyers.
You're not a headliner. You was just a feature of the night. You can have 2 headliners on the show.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't realize, like the case with Monique and DL.
DL Hughley.
I hate to bring this up, but
No, bring it up.
Both of them were headliners.
Yeah, exactly.
And me, I don't trip about not going last. Ooh, I love when I don't have to go last because you
Right.
just want to get your money and go. Because me, I like to leave. I get my money.
Oh,
and
so
I'm
you don't
gone.
stay through the whole
Oh,
show?
hell no, I'm gone.
You gone?
I like to go party. I like to go hang out, meet up with friends, go get something to eat, or just sometime relax and go back to my hotel and chill. That's what I like to do.
So Marvin, what do you think? What was the problem? Especially since Monique is just getting back into comedy because she's been blackballed. Why is she going all hard about these contracts and putting D.L. Hughley on blast? Why is she doing all that?
You know what? Only she can answer why she did what she
Why
did.
you think?
Right.
Oh, you're right.
I don't know
Thinking
her
about it.
because it's not the first time she's done it with so many individuals.
Wow.
And I don't want her to get me.
Right. Hey, I don't want no beef. We don't want no smoke,
Because she don't
Monique.
just go in on you. She go in on your cousin. She start bringing up your
She sure
aunties.
do.
Oh,
and
my goodness.
which-
His wife and daughter, everybody. I was like, she doing the most.
Wow.
The one
okay.
thing I can't say about that, and what I was upset about, and I told some women this because I done an event with dominant women. I said, I'm going to say this to ladies, and please don't think of this in a negative way. If DL had done what she done to him at midnight that night, black women would have formed a coalition and canceled him.
Like the Beehive.
If DL would have got on there and talked about
That's true.
her getting molested, was talking about her family member, her kids, at midnight, they would have got round, we're going to shut him down, and then DL would have went into his radio syndicated station, and white folks would have called him in the office at early on and said, we need to talk, because before Monday came, the sponsors then pulled their sponsorships.
That's right.
From him, and then the white man gonna talk him in the office and say, we got to get rid of your show, point blank.
Well,
if they'd been opposite way. So I always say, Monique knew she was holding the upper hand. Ain't nothing he could really come back on me about, because he got way more to lose than she.
You're right.
Way more. So that was what I was upset about. But when people start coming in at her and saying, I'm not coming to your shows no more, and trust me, 50 Cent made a phone call too, and say, listen, we getting a lot of people talking about these, they might not watch the show.
Right.
Then she came on and apologized.
She sure did.
To the wife.
You know what? I wanted to actually, because you touched on that, but I wanted to ask your opinion about the Will Smith.
Well, hold on. We're going to hold that thought, because we got to go to a brief commercial break, and we will be right back. Okay. We will be right back.
When choosing a magazine to get published in, always choose BBW Magazine. Our commitment to detail goes unmatched compared to other plus-size magazines in the fashion industry. BBW Magazine makes it easy for plus-size women to finally get published and to show the world their amazing achievements. Our magazine is very legible, and the photos are crisp and clean. The articles are up to date and ready for you to explore. Our staff promises to deliver to you a world-class experience when reading our magazine. So it's time to get published today in BBW Magazine.
Listen to Love and Hips TV show on your mobile device or wherever you listen to your daily podcast.
Okay. And we're back. So I know, Anna, you was asking a question, so get on back into it.
Okay.
Cut Anna off.
I cut Anna off. Oh, Anna. I'm sorry, my poor
Anna.
Anna. I went to a commercial. I'm sorry, my Anna.
It's fine. But yeah, I was just going to ask your opinion about the whole Will Smith situation with the Chris Rock stuff. How do you feel about that? And how would you handle the situation if it was you?
A man way. And when I say that, Chris Rock handled it the manly way.
Okay.
Will Smith reacted the boyish way.
He sure did.
And it's a way the difference between a man and a boy. The difference is a man thinks about something and then he reacts. A boy reacts and then he think about it later. And Will had a boyish act. He's thinking about what he did now and wish he wouldn't have done that because of the repercussions after he done it. Chris Rock had a man reaction. He's reaping the benefits of it because he thought and he didn't react, because that takes a whole lot of willpower.
He got too much to lose.
But sometimes, Will, it was some stuff said about his wife, and who knows what they're going through behind closed doors. Right. So, it wasn't the first time. So it was something that, Will reacted on. It was an emotional reaction.
Yeah.
It was a build up, but you know what? When someone talks about, and actually, that was going to be, my next question, because I was going to ask you, are there any topics that comedians should avoid, or do they have free reign and joke about anything? Because I feel like, those topics, if you're talking about someone, or especially about someone's wife, and it's like a medical thing or a health thing, that sometimes there's jokes and then sometimes there's reality. And I think Will, that was Will's reality. Like, would they go behind closed doors and how they live behind closed doors? It made him react emotionally. Right. So
what he should have done was, don't get me wrong, you handle that backstage though.
You're right.
Yeah, you didn't have to do it right then.
On live cameras. Yes.
And what I was so hurt about more so of Will Packer moment, the first black person to ever produce an Oscar award with an all-black camera and casting crew. That's never done before. The first time ever, and that's the time you want to do it.
Right.
Like, come on, man, you could have went behind
Yeah.
and slapped them backstage. It
Right,
just would have
right.
been somebody saying, I heard they got in a fight.
Yeah.
Right.
There ain't no proof. I heard they got into it. Because we've heard stuff before in entertainment. What I heard, but you don't know. But then we knew.
Right.
Because he done it in front of everybody around the world. And so he just had a boyish moment.
Yeah.
He'll get back
And I
from
thought, to be honest with you, I thought it was staged. I thought they was just acting.
it. We
A
all
lot
did.
of people thought.
I didn't know he
yeah.
was for real till he went there and hit him. I was like, oh, he hit him for real.
Right, exactly.
It hit me.
Yeah. But then the relationship that Will and Jada have, you know, a lot of people were saying, well, how are you gonna let another man, you know, sleep with your wife?
They was like, go ask August
But he
Alsina.
can't make a joke, you know? Exactly. It's like, okay, but
Hey, but you don't know
still.
what he did to August Alsina.
You don't?
He might have slapped him. You don't. We don't know. That's
Right,
why you
exactly.
do stuff behind. Everything ain't supposed to be from the camera.
It
And
ain't.
cameras are everywhere, so you got to
Everywhere.
really
Yeah,
think
be careful.
about what you're doing and where you're doing it at.
Okay. So, do you think that there should be topics that comedians should avoid, or are they free reign to joke about anything?
Me personally, I believe you got free range,
Okay.
freedom of speech when it comes to comedy, and that's what comics are. We're the ones gonna say stuff a lot of people are afraid to say, and talk about situations people are afraid. But you got sometimes
But is that the truth?
you got to deal
When you
with
say
whatever
those
happened
jokes.
after you do it.
Yeah.
Right.
You
The
have to
repercussions.
deal with the repercussions after you do
Right.
it. You just got to be wise. Like me, I don't mess with a death that just happened.
Right. Exactly.
That's just me. Like
Yeah.
when I seen comics going when Whitney Houston passed. Unfortunately, I seen comics doing jokes about that. That's just me. I wasn't
Yeah.
gonna touch
So there
that.
is some sort of restriction.
That's bad taste.
No, that's me.
It just
To some
depends
people,
on
it is.
yeah.
You, okay.
Yeah.
To some people, it isn't. To me, it is. It's like now, if you say a joke about the LGBTQ
Oh, you
plus
can't do-
community,
yeah.
they come at you.
Yeah.
Hard or dogs.
Yes.
Or you gotta be very, very clever on how you do it.
Right.
You gotta be very clever on
But then it's
how you do
also
it.
like, okay, well, if somebody has an opinion or they say something about it, and
Right.
then it's like not okay for this person to say that, but then a comedian comes and says that it's okay.
Now, if it's like LGBTQ plus are cool with one of their people saying something about them,
Yeah.
not if you straight.
Yeah.
You heterosexual? Oh hell no, you ain't got no right to say
Yeah.
this.
Right.
But we all have gay people around us, near us, in our family, in our
Right.
workspace that we're cool with.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And they a lot of times they feel like it's like if you do a joke about something about Jewish people,
Yes.
they might come at you.
Like
Yes.
they did with
Whereas
Nick
they
Cannon.
can
true.
do a joke about
That's true.
Jewish people and they can accept it because of Jewish people. If Jerry Seinfeld did,
Yes.
he's cool because he's
Very true.
Jewish. Same way with black people.
Yes.
I can get on stage, say stuff about the N-word, and they laugh and stuff like that.
Right.
But a white person can't go up there and say that.
You sure can't. 'Cause
Well,
they gonna look at you
know
like
what?
crazy.
I've had a lot of topics about that, you know, and it just the word itself, you know, there's like, the ending is what matters because
No.
that's what I've heard.
I don't care what the ending is. You white, don't even start that first syllable.
No.
Don't even say the end.
If you say nigga, you better say nigga.
No,
You
don't
better
form your
stop.
mouth.
What?
N-I-G.
Well, you know what? That's a whole nother topic for a whole other day, and that's just
Yeah,
off
that's
the
what you
camera
don't do.
conversation. So we won't even bring that up.
We not. And speaking of that, I know not only you're a comedian, but you're also an actor. So
Okay.
now you are in one of my favorite movies, Three Can Play That Game. When I tell you, I love me some Vivica Fox. I love me some Bill Bellamy. I do. And that put me up on game. Like it taught me, I ain't gonna even lie, it slit taught me some game. Cause Vivica is a beast.
And you know who I ran into
What?
yesterday
Who?
and hadn't seen him in years? Rob Hardy.
Really?
Rob Hardy was the director of that movie.
Okay.
And Rob and Will Packer was the producer.
Okay.
And it was so crazy. I ran into him yesterday. Funny you say that. And we were talking about that. He said, man, I got to put you in something else. Your talent is, you need to be out there more. And I said, well, you in a position to do it now.
Right.
I ain't knock you back then. You weren't in a position. Now you in a position to make some moves, make some calls. You're a shot caller now. You know, he directs many of the Power episodes.
Yes.
He did, what was the show, ER?
Okay.
Was it ER? One of them
Grey's
shows like
Anatomy?
that. Grey's Anatomy.
Yes, that's my other show.
He did that.
Right.
He's done so many multitude of projects now. Now he's a big wig. He's a major. He make a phone call, they answer his phone.
Oh, he like that, huh?
Yeah. Him and Will at the point where they make a phone call, their phone calls get answered. I called, I got a text and text again and text again. Like, so I ain't at that position.
Yeah. So I know getting into acting, like I had a conversation with one of the ladies. I met her on the IMDb, and I kind of inboxed her because I was interested in jumping into some roles. And so, of course, she asked you questions like, well, did you go to acting school or did you do this and this? The crazy part about it is, if I'm in radio and all that, for y'all don't even have to do all that. They can see you and like your personality, and they automatically put you in a role. But people like us, we got to go through acting classes. We got to do this. We got to do. Why? Look at my personality. It speaks for itself.
Now, it's good. Like Mike Epps was blessed. He was at the right place, right time. The right person was there. Ice Cube happened to be inside a comedy club. Seen Mike Epps do a quick little 5-minute bit and just fell in love with his personality, and bam, Mike's career blew up after that. And that has happened to a lot of comedians, but what a lot of people don't know, and you might not realize this, many comedians are natural actors. We're on stage so much, acting a fool, imitating somebody.
You're right.
Some people can do voices, some can do body gestures and imitate them. Like I do a joke and didn't realize it about handicapped people. And I did it because a friend of mine was confined to a wheelchair. And he was like, man, why you don't do jokes about that? I'm thinking I don't want to offend
Hurt
nobody.
your feelings, yeah.
And now when people, I've done shows, people in wheelchairs want to be in the front. I know he going to do my joke. I'm like,
oh, he going to talk about me.
Yeah, he going to do my joke. I know he going to do it. And they have a great time. I was blessed to be, they had the Special Olympics. And it was the Handicap Olympics? I guess that's same as special.
Okay, yeah.
In Jacksonville, Florida. And the year was in Jacksonville. I was performing at a comedy club. Do you know how many handicapped people in wheelchairs came to my show?
Really?
They had a bus bring all of them. And the man said, I don't know what the hell you did.
They love you, huh?
But they was there in the...
They want you to talk about them.
There was so many wheelchairs. I would say, hell, they don't need no tables. You can move these tables out the way.
I mean, they still have, sense of humor
They
and stuff.
have-
I mean,
yes.
they're just a handicap, or
No,
it
but-
doesn't mean that they're not.
They love
with
you.
it,
But some people you got to watch because you can't say something and offend them.
But that's with everybody.
And
That's
next thing you
with
know, you got
everything.
lawsuits.
That's
It's
with
like
everything.
LGBTQ. You say something about them, boy, you
Over.
better be so clever
Over.
with that joke, and so it better be so not offensive. Because I did a joke and I get it. My goddaughter's she's lesbian,
Okay.
and when I sit around her and her friends and say stuff and have them laughing, I say I'm thinking about saying on stage. Trust me, it's gonna be funny, and I'll do it.
See that?
I would do it. I would literally go up there and do it. Had a cousin he was openly gay. Say something around him, boy, if you don't do that on stage.
Yeah.
So that's how I knew
So, yeah.
I wouldn't be offended.
That led me
Offended
to
nobody.
my next question.
Yes.
Do you write your comedy, or can you just do it on top of your head, or do you how do you do that?
I never really wrote.
okay.
I could write a topic.
Okay.
I could write, let's say something.
Or memorize the same
Yeah,
stuff. Okay.
I write a topic because BET, when we did BET Comedy View back in the day, they want you to write out your entire skit, your 6 or 7 minute skit. I wasn't good at that. I would write joke about old man. What's the joke? I might get up there and change my mind, which I've done several times because the person in front of me might have an awesome set and rip it. Okay, I gotta go a different direction now because he
feel the
ripped
crowd.
this.
Yep.
Or he did this, so I have to go this way now with it. And they'll be looking at the sheet. He's not saying what he said. He wrote down.
Right.
I can't.
Change it up.
And that's one thing with comedy. It's not like a musical routine. Frankie Beverly can write all his songs out.
Yes.
You know what he gonna sing. The OJ's gonna write their songs out. It's a list on the ground what they're gonna sing. Comics can't really do that.
You freestyle.
We gotta fill a room.
Okay.
We work the room. Okay, I can have shows about music, about new hip hop, and go in there and it's old white men. They're not gonna know what the hell I'm talking about. So now I gotta go a different direction than before. I tell people that.
All right. Well, that brings us to our next part. We got to jump on into your segment, Miss Anna. So let them know what the relationship topic is.
So we have a relationship topic, and I just
Let me straighten my glasses.
So, Mr. Dixon, I know you had some time to think about it. So here we go. Does it make a person gay or have gay tendencies if they watch shows with same-sex activity on TV? For example, a man watching P-Valley. Whew.
Does that make a man gay?
If you
Yes.
like to look
No.
at
No.
Okay. And why do you say that?
Because it's television. They're acting. It's television. It's a show you like. Every episode ain't about gayness, gay. It's not like RuPaul Drag Show. You know, that's a whole gay event.
Right. That's I like RuPaul. That's my boy.
Now I don't know if a straight guy really going to sit there and watch that. They might be secretly watching it,
Right.
but that don't make you.
Yes.
To me, that don't make you gay.
Just like scenes.
Look at hell, Empire. Ain't nobody get most.
But
stuff
Empire
in the
wasn't
book.
gay when they first came out. Now,
Yeah, but they
now
got more-
everything is just a little funny.
Nobody got with nobody more than what's his name?
Essie, not Jesse.
What was his name on there? His
Jesse?
character.
I
I
can't remember. I know it's Jesse.
Jussie Smollett.
Smooth. Yeah.
Yes.
But nobody got more behind than him. Every time you turn around, he had a different level in every show, every episode, every season. Somebody more, multiple nobody, multiple dudes. It just that's what it is. Hell, what's the name? 50 Cent going that direction and
No, what? And what? Not in Power. I ain't seen no gay nothing in Power.
Yeah.
What episode was gay?
You let me think for a minute. It's somebody empowered in.
Cause I don't remember 50 having nobody on there that was on some. Look,
What you gotta
look,
say,
JoJo, like,
Go ahead
yep,
and
somebody
chime
was,
in.
somebody
Chime in,
was.
JoJo.
For real, because in the beginning of Power, like the beginning, one of his plugs was gay.
Yes.
Yeah, Lupo, I think his name, he had a boyfriend and he was.
Oh wow.
Yes, and they was getting it in.
Yeah.
Just don't tell
Oh,
me.
wow.
Not Lupo. He said, "Don't
They
tell
getting
me."
it in.
So Anna, what you feel? What's your
You know
answer?
what? I don't know what P Valley is. I haven't watched
Are
it.
you serious?
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm serious.
Oh, it's over.
But
Show
let me
over.
just- cut. We're done.
It's over.
going
She don't know about P Valley. Who don't know about Mr. Clifford?
I
Okay.
don't. I don't know about P Valley, and I was gonna try to watch it, but the way that I feel about it, if a man is watching some scenes or whatever, if a man is confident within himself and he knows that
Right.
those are not the tendencies that he has, there's nothing wrong with that. Same with women. Like when we watch strippers or a lesbian scene or something on TV, it's like, okay, we watch it, and so that doesn't make me a lesbian just because I'm watching two females
Right.
interact with each other. So to me, it's like it's not we're not gonna do a little double standard or whatever. But let me just read off some.
Wait a minute. Let me get my comment out because
Wait, hold on.
I got
Hold
a
on.
manly comment. But go
Okay,
ahead. Say
but
what
you
you got to
always
say.
go last. So
Yeah,
let
okay,
me
go
just
ahead.
read Miss Toys. Because
Okay.
she commented on here, so let me just read hers real quick, and then you're gonna go last.
She
You
put a,
always have.
She put a paragraph. Okay.
She did. Okay, so Toy said a lot of men are watching P Valley. I have heard a lot of couples are watching it together. It does not make a man gay no more than it makes us gay for watching strippers. People need to stop it with the double standards on sexuality, and that is why this show is so popular because everyone is watching. Men, women, LGBTQIA. What's the A? Okay, I'm confused. That's okay. I'll find out that later. Anyway, the bottom line is sex sells, period. That's what she said. Okay. So,
What's another comment? Let me see what another person said.
okay, so another one, Ashanta Abrams said,
Okay.
do you know how many good shows and movies I'd missed out on if I didn't watch because it has gay activities? I've watched way more violence than sex, but I'm not a violent person. Also, watching all the straight activity in the world doesn't make gay people straight.
True.
Yes.
Okay, so
What you feeling, Miss Kim?
me being a P Valley fanatic.
Okay.
Let me tell you right now, if I'm watching P Valley and just say, the guy that I'm with, we watching it together, if he get excited about Mr. Clifford, baby, he got some tendencies going on because Mr. Clifford is clearly a man, but he, he got his feminine stuff. But I don't want to see no man talking about, no.
Well, that's
it. That's it for me.
tendencies kick
Now I'm
in.
gonna look at you sideways because now I want to have sex with you.
Hold on now.
Oh.
No.
But you said if he get all hype into it,
He
you
get hype.
should have said watching the show.
You don't need to
doesn't make
watch
that.
Yeah, not hype into it, but just
Yeah.
watching, just sitting
Just
watching.
watching.
Does that make them gay?
I mean, if he just watching
watching
and
it
be
with
cool,
you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now just watch if they had a sex scene like on like Power. Power have some of the amazing sex scenes. Shout out to 50 Cent. But some of them, okay, just say if you was a gay scene, if a man just sit there and he watching another, two people having sex that are the same sex, and he's sitting there watching it, is that okay too?
It's like watching Jukebox, the character Jukebox on there, which she was straight gay when she was little.
Right.
On up. That don't make a woman a lesbian because Jukebox.
But women do that. But two men having
it's
sex.
It's a double standard.
Yeah, it is, but no, two men having sex on there. You just sitting there watching it, and he banging them in, going in, and you sitting there looking at it. You don't cringe, you don't turn
I mean,
away.
it's just like a scene, so you can get up, walk away.
But
move
he
around,
don't.
and then come back.
If he don't get up and walk away,
Yeah.
he watching it just like I'm watching it. He watching it too. What that mean?
But if you're sitting there together watching it, for example,
No, Anna.
and there's no reaction.
Well, how long the scene gonna be? 30 seconds?
Right, exactly. It's
You
not
just
long.
sit there and
yeah.
watch it.
Even like I don't know,
You
maybe
like he getting butt
So
naked
wait a
and start
minute.
he
rolling
is
himself.
naked.
Right. So
We
Kim,
watching
you were
Pornhub.
saying-
There you go.
Kim,
Oh, no, I
so
ain't
you're
gonna watch
saying
that. No. I ain't watching no gay porn. If you watching gay porn,
that's a different story,
you
right? If
coming
there's
to
a
watch.
scene,
Yeah.
we're not talking about gay porn.
No,
we're
I'm
just
just
talking
playing.
about a scene in the movie. So Kim, you're saying that it does make them gay or does it?
No, it
I just wanna
doesn't.
be clear.
I'm just
Okay.
saying, because like I said, I'm not bisexual. But honey, I love to see two women go at it. I be like, get it, girl. You know, I go to a strip club. Anybody know
Okay.
that? I'm from Decatur, so I don't
Yeah.
mind going to strip club. I get a dance. I do all
Yeah.
that, but that don't mean I'm
I mean, you don't
lesbian.
have to be from someone to go to.
Well,
strip
it don't
clubs.
matter. I
Yeah.
look at women. I go
Yeah.
get a dance. I'm not ashamed. Whatever.
But that
If
just
it was
shows
a-
your confidence.
Yeah, I'm very confident
So-
who I am.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Same here. Same with me. So if I go to a strip club, I mean, whatever, dancing,
I
that's
ain't been
fine.
in a strip club in like going on 9 years now.
Oh, well,
okay.
it ain't the
We
same no
got some
more.
time
Yeah.
after
That's
the
why I
show,
stopped.
Mr. Dixon. You want to go?
Yeah.
We'll invite you out.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
No, the strip club definitely ain't the same no more.
I don't like
They're
all that
not.
fake stuff.
Yeah, everything
Oh,
BBLs.
okay.
Ain't nothing real no more. You
There
want
you
some meat?
go. Well, that's what our show is about. You know, we talk about that type of stuff. And
You're
we
right.
are a plus size show where, you know, we are plus size and stuff. So let me ask you, so what do you date? Like, are you dating in Atlanta? What's your preference of women? Like,
Let
how do
them
you
know,
feel?
Mr.
I
Dixon.
like a sexy woman.
Okay.
See, a lot of people got that confused with a shape. They
Okay.
think sexy is fine. They think sexy is a multitude of different variation of things.
Right.
Sex is
That's
the way
right.
she wear hair. Sex is a
Exactly.
scent. Sex is her walk, her confidence when she walk in the room. Sexiness is all that intertwined into one. Whereas fine, I know some fine women ain't sexy.
Right.
They look dirty or cringy to me. And I wouldn't date
dirty.
them. And I see some of them try too hard. You don't supposed to twerk every damn where you go.
Right.
That's just a turn off
I
to
need
me.
my bill.
When you're trying to draw so much attention to you. If you already got a man or you got somebody really digging you and after you, you ain't got to do all this to get attention
Absolutely.
from people that you don't want attention from.
You right.
I always say that don't do stuff that you don't want it from.
Yeah.
It's like I don't smoke crack. So while I'm hanging with crackheads and holding a pipe,
You right.
I'm gonna draw crackheads to me.
Right.
So I'm not gonna do
That's
that. And
true.
a
That
lot
is
of
true.
people don't realize that. Don't do what you don't want to draw.
You right.
That's what I look at. If you want somebody
Mm-hmm.
that's defined as sexy, men, hey, dress appropriate, smell good. Women like a man that smell good.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
You know, even if you got dreads, tape it up.
Keep them
Yes,
nice.
keep them tight.
Yeah,
keep them nice.
tape.
Yes.
Get a nice tape up. Keep it fresh.
Absolutely.
Cause women like the look too.
The clean,
just like
yes.
we do. We always telling the woman she got this or she got that. Hell, women, and we all change in age. At age, that's why plus size. I know a
But when
lot
do
of plus
men
size
change
women are
in
sexy.
age? I just want to know that. When do men really like mature? Like when do you mature? What age does that happen? I just need to put that in my phone.
Woo, that's a good answer.
It depends on his financial status.
Oh, okay.
Some men
So that's
still
what
act
it's based on.
stupid
Okay.
even as he get older. He
Right.
just acts stupid or disrespectful or dumb. He could be drunk. He could be
Mm-hmm.
an alcohol. He could have some kind of vice that's messing him up that don't make him mature. Whereas I always tell athletes, any woman that marries an athlete, young ladies, please don't marry a young athlete in their 20s. I know you want
Yeah.
to get the bag and all that, but he's not going. I ain't met one yet. Unless you went through the struggle, the projects with him, like LeBron. Let's use LeBron James.
Okay.
His wife was with him when he was dead, piss poor broke in
Yeah.
the projects,
Yeah.
and that's a real chick you got. But
That's
fellas,
right.
when you got millions of dollars and meet this chick at a strip club, no, she don't love you for you. You
don't.
get cut, cancel Christmas.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I tell him, I got a friend whose daughter was engaged to a football player. She met him out. Next year, we engaged to be married. I said, baby girl, I don't know if you want to do that. Date the man. Now, when he retire, then you know.
Yes.
She moved in. While they were together, he got 2 girls pregnant on.
Okay.
2 strippers, 2 different strip
But
clubs.
you know
no.
what? Some women don't care about that. They want the stability and they're okay with whatever the man is doing. So that he can have 2 chicks on the side with the kids, but as long as he's taking care of her, they're okay with that. So that it comes to standards when it comes to there.
And it's showing that. Look at Nick Cannon.
I was just about to say because
Yes.
he on his baby number 8.
Is it 8? I thought it was 88.
No, it's
Okay.
baby number 8. He just
Is it 8?
He just he's the
thought
girl
it was
just
more
got
than
pregnant. No.
And they just interviewed one of the ones that was about to give birth, and they said, "Well, how does he spend time?" And she said,
"And I think I put a
calendar."
I think I have a clip of that. Yeah.
You have to put the. Do you have a clip of that?
I think I do.
Okay.
Joe, do you have a clip on that of Nick Cannon? Let me see. Let me check it out.
Re-answers the big question: how in the world does this busy dad plan on keeping up with all those children?
How do you split time, or how will Nick, how often will he be able to come see his son?
I mean, that all obviously dictates what's going on in his work schedule. We all can go through the assistant to make sure it's on the calendar if there's something important. But anything you say you need from him, this man always shows up.
So tell me about the delivery. Will Nick be here?
Yes, Nick will absolutely be here. He has no choice.
So when she say he absolutely gonna be there, he ain't got no choice. What if he got somebody up pregnant at the same time as you, and she in birth the same? She finna go on the birth.
Exactly.
So he gonna have to make a choice.
But you have to reach out to the assistant to put your time on the schedule.
Who puts the time on the calendar?
I don't have time for that. Sorry.
Jesus.
After a while, you got to stop blaming Nick.
Oh, I don't even blame Nick no
After
more.
a while, you got to stop
Pimping ain't
blaming
easy.
Nick. It's already out there. You
And
know
that's
what
the
he
women.
got.
See, they're okay with that.
Yeah.
That's what I was talking about. The women are okay with him because he has status. So they know that he will take care of them. So they're okay with it.
Just like Future.
Yeah. They know they're going to have the nannies, the help.
It's a young guy that had, some guy got 33 kids.
Who? Yes. I think
I ain't never heard
He
that.
got 33
yes,
kids
33 kids. I saw
from
that.
27 women.
Yes.
How the hell you want to deal with all that?
Yeah, I don't.
Exactly. How many personalities do you need?
And don't.
He got women on there
I
like...
have 10 of personalities. Which one you want?
He got his
Which day?
kids on there like DMX video. There was Brenda, Letitia, Inez and Felicia, Dawn, LaShawn.
Inez, Delicia.
He cannot remember all them kids' names. I
cannot.
bet if I tell him to name all his kids, he couldn't do it.
Or the ages or the birthdays.
I bet he couldn't do it.
That's a lot.
You got to say your kid name and the birthday. Kid name and the birthday. He couldn't do it.
He got a calendar.
That's ridiculous.
When you got to get a bus to get all your kids to one place, that's too many.
That's a problem.
I tell
bus.
people that. When you got a charter, if all your kids can't fit in one car, that's too many kids.
Jesus.
Car, SUV, all of them can't
Thank you,
get in
Jesus.
one.
Absolutely.
I got my two. That's it.
He got to get a CDL.
One and done.
He got to get an 18-wheeler.
CDL.
That's right. He has to. An 18-wheeler.
Right, yeah, 18-wheeler. Well, all right, that brings me to my segment. I have a segment here, Love and Hip TV, called, What's Been Going On with KP Around the House. So, I got a couple of pictures. I got a segment. The first segment I'm going to show is celebrating out with Juneteenth with Miss Shanika and her hubby, Corey.
Hey, where we at? We in the building. Hey, let them know, Kendall. Throw it up. Throw it up, man. Throw it up. Oh, he acting shy. All right, y'all.
That's on. Let me see the tips are
And I got a couple of pictures of me and my son. We went to go see my dad. Also, my son loves Dr. Martin Luther King, so I took him to see Dr. Martin Luther King. He was scared to touch it. I said, touch him. He'll let you touch it. And then we seen Hank Aaron. We went to go check out Hank Aaron. On top, I was like, so how did we supposed to be talking to my dad, but it turned to a field trip, but he loved it. It turned to a real field trip, but it's okay. And that's my brother Dante. He just passed about 2 months ago. So thank you. So we celebrated him. We wore our shirts. So me and Kendall was twins that day. So and then that is me and my pops. I love my daddy. Rest in peace, Mr. Marion Parks. So your girl KP around the house. It's been Father's Day is very hard for me. That's the hardest day of the year for me. I could take birthdays. I could do a lot, but Father's Day for me, it gets me every time because I'm a daddy's girl. I got 5, 6 brothers, so
Yeah.
I've been raised with my brothers. But you're never, nobody will ever replace your dad.
Right.
It's nothing at all. So
yeah, I'm a daddy's girl too, and my
Yeah.
dad's not here, so he's
that's
back in Ukraine.
you love your mama, but it's somebody a father's love because your father is your first love.
Yes.
And he sets the standard. My dad has
right.
been.
They
He
do.
was a hard worker. He worked 2, 3 jobs, but he provided, and that's all I know. So I mimic that, and that is the problem that I have with a lot of dating with men here in Atlanta because these men don't act like how my dad does. They don't have that work ethic. I work harder than them, and if I outwork my man, I don't need you.
Exactly.
That's just period.
Yeah.
I'm
dating
used
the
to.
wrong men,
my dad, my mom, she made sure she took care of the house part. And I'm not saying I'm an old school woman because I want to work. I don't want to be at home and take care of kids, all that. I want to make my own money. I don't mind that, but I could be a very submissive woman to the right man,
Right person.
to the right person. I don't mind being that, but it's hard to submit to a man when these men, like you said, are boys.
Yeah.
They are.
I'm not submitting and putting my life in a boy's hand.
Exactly. Yeah.
A man, if you don't have any vision on where you're going, I'm not finna put my life into your hand because you don't know where you're going. And then I'm raising 2 boys myself, so no.
Yeah.
See what you're saying? You're a busy individual.
I'm very busy.
And I told you earlier, that's why I say date a bachelor.
Yes.
You got to date a bachelor.
Yeah.
And like you said, a man that's busy as yourself, understand the grind. Y'all can bind together. Ain't no telling what you can't accomplish.
You right.
That's why I say a lot of people don't know what that mean, bachelor and single. When you date somebody that's single, they have nothing but you. They revolve around you. Where you going? Where you at? Where you is? Where you at? And they'll say something.
That's
and
a
single
boy.
people get mad.
Yes.
He don't have time, or she don't have time for me.
Yes.
Anybody that's making a lot of money or on the verge of making a lot of money do not have a lot of time. And anybody got a lot of time don't have a lot of money. So you got to pick your poison.
Yep.
Can y'all rewind that again? Because he just dropped some tidbits for you. Rewind that. But you know what? That's a learning curve.
Yeah.
Because women have to date a man to understand and see it. You have to bump your head a lot, and that's for me. I had to, because I can't base it on just because you might look, like I said when I first met you, you look very nice. I said, oh yeah, you're nice, but your mentality might be totally different.
Yeah.
And it's a turnoff at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like, I talk to you, or we might go on a date or something, but I'm never gonna take you seriously.
Right. Which you said it perfect. Your dad was a hardworking man.
Yes.
He didn't have a lot of time.
He didn't.
But he took care of his family.
He sure did.
That is the key. I tell people, them old
And that
school
is the man
dudes,
that you need to look for, right?
you have anybody got a lot of ladies? If he got a lot of time, he don't have a lot of money.
Woo.
If he got a lot of money, he don't have a lot of time. So you got to pick your poison. Look at athletes. They travel. They don't have time. Truck drivers. They traveling long
Dixon,
haul.
you're about to come sit right
They
down
don't
there
have
on
time.
this.
I say anybody sit around just chilling at the house all day playing PlayStation, he ain't got a lot of money. So you got to pick your poison. A lot of women don't. Boom, boom, boom.
Thank you for that sound effect. That
Y'all got to tell me about that. Scared the hell out of me, man. I know I'm cool, calm, and
Get up
collect.
and run.
He about to go.
I'm about to get the hell out of here.
When you spit that knowledge, we dropped them bombs on Love and Hips TV.
Yes. We're
well,
gonna have to have you back
we
on one of our
definitely-
relationship segments.
We definitely.
And you're going in as what? Single bachelor.
Bachelor.
He's
I'm
a bachelor.
Okay. Yeah, we have one of those coming up. So,
Yeah.
Mr. Dixon, we are inviting you in advance. We're signing you up for one of our relationship panels.
So, Mr. Dixon, I definitely enjoyed you being a guest on this show. So, let our let our listeners know what's going on, what you got coming up, how can they follow you?
Yes.
Let us know.
I stay booked on regular, but something I got major coming up. Like I said, I'm the only black person in the Southeast that has a residency at a casino. I've been having it for 5 years, called the Casino at Dania Beach. I do the South Florida. My next show down there will be August the 6th.
Okay.
I have something big I just signed up for. I'm doing the Southern Soul Tour.
Ooh.
There's a lot of blues artists and Southern Soul artists like the Calvin Richardsons, Pokey Bear,
Ooh.
Lenny Williams, Nelly Carter. There's a lot of acts, like 7 or 8 acts.
Yes.
And I'm doing that whole tour from September all the way through December.
Okay.
So check on there, the Southern Soul Tour. I'm hosting the entire tour. And also I got do my regular stuff in Tallahassee once a month that I do once a month. And I do the Chubb Rock Show each and every day, Monday through Friday, syndicated show. You can follow
7:30.
Chubb Rock Show. We in 16 markets. Hopefully we come to one of yours.
That's right. All right. So how can is your Instagram and Facebook and all that everything? How can they follow you?
Facebook, just my name, Marvin Dixon. Look for this dude with glasses on.
Oh my God, is that your signature? Look for the guy with glasses.
I always tell people I'm the most famous Marvin Dixon in the world.
That's right.
Okay,
You are.
there you go.
And
I like
also,
that confidence.
you can follow me on Instagram, The Real Marvin Dixon.
Okay,
The
the
Real
real
Marvin
one.
Dixon.
Okay.
And Dixon is spelled D-I-X-O-N. All right, don't add nothing extra.
You're right.
D-I-X-O-N. The Real Marvin Dixon. Follow me. I would love to follow you all back.
That's right. All right.
And thank you all, both you queens, for bringing me on.
Okay.
Because y'all could have picked somebody else.
That's right.
I appreciate it. I don't never take nothing for granted.
We like when a nice classy man come on in and teach us, drop some gems to these men out here in Atlanta. This pee-pee pool.
Exactly.
What you call it?
Pee-pee pool.
Oh, yes. We really appreciate all the knowledge that you gave us today. You know, it was really good having you on the show and talking to you.
Thank you.
We will definitely see you in a near future with our relationship panel.
Definitely. All right, y'all heard it. It's your girl KP and Anna, and y'all stay tuned. We'll see y'all in 2 more weeks with our surprise next guest. We're not gonna tell you now, so follow us and stay in touch.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Animalistic for attraction. What else could it be? Said your vision isn't hazy. Then who do you see?